Welcome back. In this session, we are going to understand Docker networking practically. So, as I said, I have created four scenarios to understand this Docker networking. So, in this session, we will practice two scenario and two scenario we will practice in the next session. So, now quickly recap what we have understood in the previous session. So Docker provides multiple types of the networking that we can use for the different purposes. So first is bridge network, and we understood this is the default network, and this create isolated containers. So when we use the default network, so within a same host, when you have the multiple container, they cannot talk to each other, so they are isolated. We have already seen in the previous session practically. But if you want them to communicate, they can communicate using the port mapping on the IP address, but that is not ideal solution what we understood. Now next is the host network. So if you want to access the host machine with the high performance, then we use the host network. So basically this remove the isolation. Okay, so we know container is the isolated, so even a container is not accessed from the host machine unless and until you can go ahead and do some special configuration, and that's what is one of them, this host network. Next is the non. So if you don't want to allow communication at all, you want to isolate any container, some security region, then we use non network, and we already seen all this in the previous session using Docker network ls. Then we also understood what is overlay and macvlan, and this is we are not going to cover. Now we can see that using this command we have already seen in the previous session. Let me quickly show you. You go ahead and paste here. You see we have these three types of network, right? Now let's go back, and now let's start with our scenario number one. So this is very simple. So we already did this multiple times, but here just I wanted to show you. So when we create a container, then this get the default network, bridge network. So just I wanted to show you, there's nothing specific, but yeah. So we can go ahead and see the if we have any images. If not, we can go and search the image. Okay, so this is important point. So let's say if you want to find the Docker image, okay, then you can go and search on the Docker hub. Instead of that, you can also run this command, and using search it will list the all available nginx images. If you scroll up, you see first one is here. Okay, this is official image. Okay, here official image. So again, using this you can go ahead and download the image. So just I wanted to show you. So if you want to search from your console here CLI, you can do that. Now we can pull the image using this command. Then we can go ahead, then we can check if there's any container running or not. If running, you can stop this, or if as we have this image, okay, we can go ahead and run the container, and let's run this container. This is running. We can do docker ps. Now you can go ahead and access this container from the public IP, right? Public IP. Well, now let's go ahead and test this. So let's open http. Then let me paste the IP. Okay, now we see nginx is running. Now basically what I wanted to show you here, let me clear the screen, clear, clear. Then if you do docker inspect, then my web, this is our container name. If you scroll up little bit, you see this is using the bridge network, right? In the networks you see this is the bridge network. So this is what I wanted to show you here. Perfect. Now let's go to our next assignment, and next assignment is important. So here the next scenario is, so we have two container, and imagine this is the microservice architecture, right? So these two container need to talk to each other. So I've given the problem statement here. So we have the front-end application need to fetch data from the backend application, backend API, which is inside the Docker. So technically, local host will not work, right? Because both containers are isolated. So if I explain you here, so let's say if this is our virtual machine and you have the two container, right? Then using localhost, we are not able to access these containers, right? This is not possible. Why? Because these are completely isolated, correct? So what we can do for that, we need to use the custom breeze network. Okay, let me get this my pencil. We can use the custom breeze network. So so what is the solution? Solution is the custom breeze network. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a custom breeze network because we want this front-end application and backend API, they should talk to each other. Okay, so let's go ahead, and first of all we need to do the cleanup. So in the previous scenario, we have created this container, right? So this container we need to stop it, then we need to remove this because we want to make our environment bit cleaner. Perfect. Now let's go ahead again, remove these images not needed. Now we are going to create our custom network. So we are going to use command called docker network create and my network, and this my network we will use for creating our containers. So clear the screen, paste this. Now this got created, we can check this with the command docker network ls. Now we see we have the my network, this custom breeze network got created. Well, now we have seen that. Scroll up. Now we are going to create our front end application, and for that we are going to use a docker file. Okay, so let me go to the terminal and clear the screen. I have created folder here my wave. Let me go here in the my wave and rm minus. Okay, let me do one thing, let me remove this because there should be some file rm minus rf my wave and clear the screen. Now mkdir my wave, this application cd my wave, then vi docker file, and now we are going to copy this docker file because we are going to build our own image for the front end. Let me save this. I will quickly explain this here. It's very simple. So we're using a node 18 base image, then setting up the directory, then copying the file, then running npm init, then npm install. After that, we are pasting this code, all this code what you see here, okay, this code in the index.js file. So if you remember our previous Node.js application, so this piece of code was there. So dynamically I'm creating this index.js, then we are exporting on port 80, then we are going to run this index.js. Okay, so very simple. So now let's go ahead and build the image. So docker build minus t frontend app, this is the image name, and docker file is here in the root directory here. Okay, so here we have the docker file. Let me run this, and this is going to build the image, and this is build the image, and I can see docker 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 images. Now we see we have the front-end app image, right? Perfect. Now we are going to run this application frontend using this docker run. The name is frontend. Then we are going to use our network what we have created, right? So my network, again we are going to expose on port 80, and we are going to use image name frontend app image what we have created. So let's run this. Now this is ready, and maybe we can go ahead check from the public IP, it should work. Okay, hit this, okay. Well, maybe docker ps, this is running, so this should work. Now let me do hard refresh. Okay, and here hard refresh. Perfect. So it got cached. Now you see hello from the front end, right? So this is our application is running. Perfect. Now we are going to run our backend, and for that we are going to use nginx image, and name will be backend, container name. Then we are going to use network called my network, what we have created. So let's go ahead and run this. Now you can see docker ps. Now we should have one more container here, backend, right? This is running. Now all set. What we are going to do now, we are going to test if these containers are able to talk to each other or not. But before that, let's inspect our network and see if this networks has our this containers associated or not. Okay, so this is something we can check with this command called docker inspect network inspect, and the network what we have created. Hit the enter. Okay, now we have see more details here. So it has, you see, we have backend. Okay, backend, and we have here front end, right? So this both containers is, this network has the two containers, right? One is the front end and one is the backend. Now both are within same network, right? So this is going to talk to each other. So how we can test it? For that I have written this code. Okay, so docker exe, then minus it interactive, then front end. In the front end we're going to install apt update, and then again we're going to install curl because we want to test it. Okay, so either we can do something like this. Okay, go here. Okay, then from there you can run this command, but I'm directly running from the host machine. Okay, I hope you understood. Let me explain once again. So on the front end, we want to do the apt update, and then we want to install the curl command. So I'm running this command. Okay, so let me copy this. Let's go back here and paste this. Now whatever you see here, this is running in our front end container, not on my host machine. Perfect. Now we are going to ping here. Okay, docker exe minus it. From the front end we are going to curl the backend application. Okay, backend container, and let's see if this works. Paste this here. Okay, now you see what we have on our backend. On backend we have the nginx, right? Nginx running. Now we see we are able to access. Now this is working, and how we are accessing? We're accessing on this domain name, right? So now you see, using the custom network, custom bridge network, we are able to access our application. Okay, now another way, as I was saying, so again, if you want to go to the front end, you can go here. Okay, and now you are in the front end, right? And from here you can go ahead and run this software. So I was directly running this command. So just for your information, you see everything was there, so it's all fine. Now from here we can go ahead and curl the backend, right? If we go and copy this, now we are inside our backend, right? So if you go and run this, then we should be able to get this nginx, right? You see we are getting this because from front end we are able to reach our backend. Now if you have noticed, we were not able to do that, right? Let's exit this. Exit. So if you remember in the previous session when I was showing you, so when we have created two containers, then those containers were not able to talk to each other on the name, on the DNS name, right? So now we know, regardless of if container is getting dead, getting recreated, we will be able to talk. This container should be able to communicate. So that's pretty much I wanted to cover in this session. In next session we are going to do this scenario where we will have multi-tier architecture, front end, back end, and database, and this is going to be a bit interesting. Well, so that's all for this session. Thank you so much. See you in the next session.